Hi everyone, we're in Atlanta right now, just me and my daughter Leilani, and there's a reason that we're here that I haven't yet talked about publicly. It's not a vacation, it's not a work trip, it's not one of those spontaneous family adventures. This trip is different. It's meaningful, and honestly, it might be the biggest turning points in our family's story. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why we're here and why this moment feels like our past, our present, and our future all collided all at once.
We're the Beyond Boundaries family, adoption, autism, world schooling, and traveling the world, showing how an ordinary family can build an extraordinary life and the truths that we uncover along the way. If this resonates with you, please subscribe. It would truly mean the world to us.
We're a family of 5 with a life that is incredibly full. We adopted 2 autistic boys. Our second boy is still in the process of being adopted. We're committed to giving them a life filled with possibility, connection, and experiences that most people never imagine for neurodiverse kids. And at the same time, we're also supporting our daughter as she steps into her dream of becoming a performer, a singer, a dancer, an artist who already knows exactly what she wants to be. So yes, we're up to a lot. Our life is unconventional, it's demanding, beautiful, chaotic, and extraordinary all at once. And what's happening here in Atlanta ties directly to all of it. People look at our life today, the travel, the adoption, the autism journey, our marriage that's weathered many storms, and they assume that we're just built for this. But we weren't. We had to become these people. We had to learn tools. We had to unlearn old patterns, and we had to rebuild individually and together. Years ago, our friend John, you know who you are, kept telling us about this thing called the Landmark Forum. For 10 years, I said no. I was a hard no. I didn't understand that self-development was not about fixing yourself. It was about creating possibility. And then I heard a woman share her story. Her father was an alcoholic. He was harsh. He was unpredictable. And then she said, after doing Landmark, all I feel for him now is love. I feel totally free. And I remember thinking, I want that. I want that with my dad. So after 10 years, I finally said yes. So Landmark Forum is a 3-day course that shows you how your mind actually works. It's not therapy. It's not religion. It's not motivational hype. It's just deep clarity, awareness, just the truth about why you keep getting stuck, about how to free yourself from patterns that you don't even know were running your life. It feels like someone hands you an operating manual for being human. And the lessons in the Landmark Forum, you're not forced to accept them. You can accept it if it works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, you can throw it away. So after the course, not only did I get the healing with my dad that I never thought was possible, but my marriage also shifted. Gil and I stopped surviving, and then we started creating individually and together. We began seeing possibility where we used to see fear. And then our family, our 3 kids, especially our 2 autistic boys, that wasn't an accident. We created this family because we had the tools to show up powerfully, even on the hardest of days. People assume that we're naturally patient, naturally strong, naturally equipped for this kind of life. And no, we weren't. But we chose this. We trained for this. And then we built this. This brings me to why we're in Atlanta. Our 10-year-old daughter, Leilani, is taking the Landmark Forum for young people. But here's the twist. She asked for this. She watched us communicate differently from others in the world. She watched us solve problems differently, take responsibility differently, and love differently. When she learned that these tools did not come naturally, that we had to learn them, she said, I want to learn it too. I want to set myself free. She stopped blaming herself for not thinking and being the way she sees us being, and she decided that she wanted it for herself too, and she knew it was also a learned way of being. That moment that she decided to do this changed something in me. On day 2 of the Landmark Forum for young people, the parents were coached for 2 hours, not on controlling our children, but on understanding their world, their fears, their thoughts, their brilliance, their frustrations. And at the same time, the children were also coached on understanding us. They were coached on what we carry as parents, the concerns that live in our hearts, the pressure that we put on ourselves, they were coached on this in a way that they could finally understand. The curriculum is based on something that honestly shocked me. Kids know more than they think. That is the premise of the lessons. So the lessons are layered. They're simple enough for a child to grasp, but deep enough that by the end, most kids understand the course at an adult level. This is not brainwashing, it's empowerment. It gives kids the tools to think for themselves, to make their own choices, to create partnership with their parents, not just rebel or do this push-pull thing that most kids do. It gives them the tools to express themselves clearly and safely. If they don't like something, they learn to communicate it powerfully, not reactively, and then work through it with us. Day 3 is a moment I will never forget. The parents were invited back into the room for about 90 minutes to sit with their kids. We were given a shared assignment. As parents, what are you committed to as a parent, and what gets in your way? And then the kids, what are you committed to, and what gets in your way? As parents shared, one theme kept coming up. It was concern. Concern over safety, concern about failing as a parent, concern about giving them what we never had or preventing the pain that we did have, concern about turning them out in the world, concern about not being good enough for them. Then, inside the safe structure, parents and children were asked to acknowledge each other deeply and truthfully. I turned to Leilani and acknowledged her for being an extraordinary human being. I acknowledged her for putting up with us, for listening deeply, for loving deeply, for carrying a wisdom that's far beyond her age. And then she acknowledged me, genuinely, as if she were an old soul looking straight into my heart, thanking me for my efforts for loving her, for being her mom in all the ways I know how. Imagine your 10-year-old, heart wide open, just thanking you with that level of truth. That was Leilani this morning. It moved me and it moved her. It opened up something between us that I didn't even know was closed. And when you have a room full of parents doing that with their children, it was magical. So this is the part I want to be honest about. I want to make something extremely clear. I am not in any way endorsing Landmark. I'm not telling anyone to take it. This is not sponsored. This is not an ad. There's so much backlash online about self-development, about it being manipulative or toxic. This was not our experience in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't even close. For us, this work helped create our family. It gave us the awareness, the strength, the emotional tools to adopt our 2 autistic sons and give them a life full of love and responsibility. It helped us support our daughter in becoming the performer she dreams of being. It has reshaped our marriage. It has reshaped me. Our life is far from perfect, but it's extraordinary because we learned how to create it. This is what I really want to say. Most people stay stuck because they're waiting for the right moment, waiting for life to get easier, waiting for things to change on their own. But here's the truth. Nothing changes until we do. Nothing changes until you do. Not your circumstances, not your past, not the people around you. You. And sometimes all you need is support. Not a program, not a guru, not a magical 5-step plan, just something that gets you out of your own head long enough to see possibility again. Support could be anything. It could be a therapist, a program, a mentor, a retreat, a coach, a community, even one honest conversation with a trusted friend. The form doesn't matter, but the action does. If our family, with all of our challenges, autism, adoption, uncertainty, neurodiversity, chaos, can build something extraordinary, you can too. Don't ignore the whisper inside you. Follow it. Take action. Find your support and say that scary thing. Try that new thing and just take that step. Your life doesn't transform when things get easier. It transforms when you choose something new and take that first brave step towards the life you've been imagining. We're sharing our journey in hopes that what inspires us will also move something inside you. If this video resonated with you in any way, please like it, share it, subscribe to our channel, and make comments and let us know what you think. It would mean the world to us. Thank you.